everyone, One Big Boss here. As you can tell by the title of the video that you clicked on, you are watching a top 10 video. Video games. We all love them. They're fantastic, and they are now the greatest form of entertainment on the planet, outbeating things like movies, TV, and music. So why can't Hollywood get it right? Why can't anybody get it right, really? It's very rare that you see properties that get taken from a game company to be made into a movie, and it just doesn't work. There are a few exceptions, however, where things have done very well. But more times than not, guys, they're usually stinkers. Ask Yui Bowl. Ask how he does his movies based off games. Let's just go ask him. I'll wait. I've always said that fans do it better. Fans generally have a better understanding of the franchises they love, or at least you hope they do. And it's really sad that a lot of Hollywood executives and studios can't see what needs to be done. And there are fans who've created their own fan franchises or series or short films out there using properties from their favorite video games because they want justice done right. They want to see the thing Hollywood can't create. So in my many years of watching a lot of them on YouTube and everything, there's a lot. And honestly, some of them are really damn awesome. So that being said, guys, this is my personal top 10 video game fan films or series, because one of these things might be a series. I don't really know how to categorize it. Either way, guys, enjoy. Let's rock.
Number 10.
Resident Evil, The Nightmare of Dante. How? Why? I don't know. But hey, it works. This is a really interesting fan film that I discovered a couple of years ago. It's weird, it's crazy, and it kind of just becomes less about Resident Evil, I feel, and more so Dante just kicking ass as Dante, just doing all the things he loves. They took a lot of the voice clips from Ruben Langdon, because I think a lot of people were trying to say that this was Ruben in this, but I don't think it is. Sorry, guys. But this film is really cool. Again, the Resident Evil characters don't get too much time to shine. It's literally Dante showing off and doing a bunch of ass-kicking moves, and a lot of the moves that he has in his game. And Nero shows up at one point in this. There's a big climax at the end of a battle, and it's so good. I'm glad I discovered this. I think it was actually on a Resident Evil Facebook page, but if you haven't checked it out, guys, Resident Evil: The Nightmare of Dante, go watch it.
Number 9.
Power Rangers Legacy Wars with Street Fighter characters. What else can I say? It's not unheard of that, these two franchises have crossed over before, because this was kind of a promotion for the Street Fighter characters coming into the game itself. And I liked it. I thought it was honestly pretty cool. They got a lot of the actors from the shows to come and do this, and I think the two franchises meeting in the world they've created, and Ryu having a morpher and can become essentially a Power Ranger himself, very nice. This is something that I really could see that there's a lot of love and care into it, and it makes this list just because it's two franchises I loved as a child and still love to this day coming together and kicking ass. What else do I need, right?
Number 8.
There Will Be Brawl. This is not the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo, ladies and gentlemen. This is a dark reality where the Nintendo characters are all pretty much scumbags, degenerates. Heroes aren't even really heroes anymore. Kirby is Hannibal Lecter in this, for crying out loud. I still can't process that when I first saw it. I saw this way, way, way back in the day when it first came out. My buddies at the game store showed me it. We binged the whole franchise, and it's really awesome. I wish more people had discovered this because it's so good. There's some voice actors in here you might remember, and the most famous one, and it's one that I interviewed many years ago for a lot of his reveal of Attack on Titan, but it's Matthew Mercer, Leon Kennedy himself. He put his own money into this to direct it and do everything, and he plays Ganondorf in it. So that's got to be something cool right there, guys. If you want to see the characters just be dark and not so happy-go-lucky, There Will Be Brawl is something you guys have to watch. Matt Mercer lit up when I told him about seeing this and I asked him questions. He was so happy someone had seen this. He said he put a lot of money into it. So guys, go watch it. There Will Be Brawl. It's all on YouTube. Go for it.
Number 7.
Metroid The Sky Calls. This is pure Metroid. I friggin' loved this thing from start to finish. There are some things I don't really care for in it. I think Jessica Chobot makes a good Samus in terms of looks, but her speech and delivery is not exactly 100% there yet. If they were to give her, I don't know, like maybe more acting lessons or something and got her a coach to work with and have Samus speak, I think if they ever wanted to do a full series of this later on, she would be very good for it. I really feel that she would be good for it, guys. But this has that dark Metroid tone, that space feel to it. Everything you love about a Metroid game, especially if you play something like Fusion and Super Metroid and even like the Metroid Prime series, it's there in here. The CGI looks fantastic. The places Samus goes in it are just beautiful. They really went all out to make this a game that people would want to see, like, you know, from the game to you in film form. And I think they did a great job with that. And I honestly hope that someday we can get a legit Metroid live action series or an anime. Anime would actually be really friggin' good.
Number 6.
Metal Gear Solid Philanthropy. Metal Gear Solid is close to my heart, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel what I saw in this film is fans just giving the pure love that Metal Gear deserves, and what Metal Gear has done for so many people in terms of being artists or photographers or filmmakers. It's all here in this, and I love every second of it. It's obviously a little bit different than the games, but it is truly a wonder to see the action scenes, to see the Metal Gear stuff that they go through. The CGI for everything when they use it is done very well. It might look dated to some people, and I sadly think this was canceled. So unfortunately, you'll never see a continuation of this, but this looks like the Metal Gear story people would have loved to see in theaters. Now, I don't know too much about this live action one that's going on, but apparently the guy doing it for Hollywood actually is a fan of Hideo Kojima's work and understands Metal Gear, but again, Hollywood intervenes in all the wrong ways. So at least we have this, in case the live-action movie in Hollywood goes belly up.
Number 5.
Uncharted with Nathan Fillion. Nobody saw this coming. This just dropped out of the sky, ladies and gentlemen, and they need to cast Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake. I don't care. People are always saying, oh, he's kind of old now to play Nathan, don't you think? Who cares at this point? He looks like him in certain ways. He acts like him perfectly. Even when he starts his escape and he's running and gunning, he moves just like Nathan Drake does when you control him in the games. Everything about this just seemed perfect. And I'm just thinking, is this real right now? Are we actually dealing with this? And it was true. Nathan Fillion had done an amazing job on this. The crew and everybody clearly gives a damn about the franchise. And I love Uncharted and its games, and this was pretty much everything I wanted. And if we never get a legit live action one, I know there's the one coming out with Tom Holland and supposedly Mark Wahlberg. Not excited for that. I like Tom Holland though, so we'll see what happens there. But either way, missed opportunity by not having Nathan Fillion do this. Just watch this over and over, guys, because it'll just make you smile from ear to ear.
Number 4.
Mario Warfare. Oh my god, guys. This was another thing that I saw that came out of nowhere. It's from the guys who are known as Beatdown Boogie. They go to a lot of conventions and they've done like a lot of music videos and such. They've always entertaining work. Very fun. And this is kind of like There Will Be Brawl. It's like a series, but it's not like as dark. It can be at times, but it's still very lighthearted and fun. The way the characters act in it, sometimes it's just so over the top and funny. And then other times it gets like real serious and badass. And okay, speaking of badass, Toad is a badass in this, guys. Toad. That's all I'm going to say. Mario Warfare, the entire thing is on YouTube. Please go watch it, guys, because Toad is a badass. But the characters and the actors and the way they kind of took on the way that the Mushroom Kingdom characters look, like Shy Guys with guns and stuff and full body armor, like Mario doing kung fu and everything. It's so good. This was a great project. I really wish that they would make more in the future. I'm not sure if that's possible because something like this probably took a lot of money. But Beatdown Boogie, you guys kicked ass. Proud of you for this. It's awesome.
Number 3.
The Broken Gear. This was another one that dropped out of nowhere for me. I couldn't believe how great this was. The fight scenes in this are fan-freaking-tastic, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that was done perfectly. It's got that John Wick style of just, the one take for a lot of their fights. It's really, really amazing. The guy playing Cody does such a good job at being what Cody would be as a character, of how angry he is. I mean, he's always seen as kind of like a laid-back kind of guy in the games, except for Final Fight, the PS2 one. He's kind of a dick there. But Yoshi Sadaro plays Guy in this, and the two of them together on screen are friggin' fantastic for fights. But the shining star of this is none other than Mike Hagar. The guy playing him kind of sounds a little bit like Macho Man Randy Savage, but not as guttural. And he's perfect as Hagar. He's the mayor of Metro City. He's saying that he's going to clean up the place. He's going to take back from the Mad Gear. And he does stuff in this. Oh my God. He goes full pro wrestler in this because Mike Hagar was a pro wrestler before becoming the mayor. Guys, The Broken Gear is one of those games that a film that you see and you're just like, I want another. Can we get a Streets of Rage one at one point too? Because these guys get it. And the studio that made this, they do understand it. It's just beautiful. Go watch it, guys. That's all I can say.
Number 2.
The Devil Within. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This was a promotion for Street Fighter Cross Tekken back in the day. And I gotta tell you guys, it was mind-blowing, and still to this day, I watch it all the time. It's been I think 8 years since this came out. But the choreograph in this and the fight scenes, the energy from it is fantastic. First off, Dan Southworth, Virgil from Devil May Cry, the Quantum Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force. He is playing Ryu in this, and he's awesome. He does such a good job during the fight scenes. He gets his ass kicked like Ryu gets his ass kicked, because people got to remember, Ryu is a character that actually does get hurt in fights, and I think they understood that when making this, because Ryu got his ass kicked, but he did land a lot of good fights on himself. The guy playing Kazuya embodies what Kazuya should be as a character from the games, and he freaking nails it. He's tall, he's lanky, he's got that sinister look on his face. Everything worked for him in this, and he kicked the crap out of Ryu and Ken. And speaking of Ken, Ruben Langdon, the voice actor for Ken, is Ken in this. Guys, how awesome is that? That is just freaking unbelievable. I love it to death. He does such a good job in this with his fight scene with the guy who's Kazuya. Ruben is a badass through and through, and he's one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure of interviewing and meeting in real life. He's such a good dude, and this project was great. I want to see more live action stuff and bring Ruben back as Ken. Get Dan as Ryu, because that was truly something amazing in this. You guys have to go watch this. Even if you're not a big Street Fighter Cross Tekken fan, if you love martial arts, this is for you guys.
Number 1.
Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. This movie or series or whatever you want to call it, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pinnacle of video games that get taken from its property into film form. Joey Nash and Christian Howard did an amazing job with this. They had touched not only on Ryu and Ken's beginnings, on how they all got there to the dojo, and how Gouken found Ryu when he was really young, when he was actually left at the dojo, and then when Ken himself arrived with his dad from America, and Ken was like a punk, and he kind of looked like a mini Axl Rose at the beginning. It's all about their years of training in Japan together. It's done so well with so much love. The fight scenes in this are freaking incredible, ladies and gentlemen. And Joey and Nash ends up becoming Akuma in this. He literally is Akuma. He's freaking jacked. He's a badass. Guys, you have to watch this. This is such a good film from start to finish. It literally gets your blood pumping. It makes you want to start training. And the love and the lore that they pumped in from Street Fighter that you may have forgotten, and some of the stuff they interjected on their own was really nice too. Even Yoshinori Ono appears in this thing, right? There's the part in the movie where they go to a bar and they fight some guys, and it's I think they were military guys, and it kind of reminds me of Street Fighter 2 V, the animated series that came out years ago, where Ryu and Ken go to a bar, they end up fighting Guile, and Guile beats the fuck out of Ryu. Like, it's no contest. He kicks the crap out of him, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was kind of a throwback, and they probably wanted Guile for it, but maybe they just wasn't in the schedule. Even Dan gets mentioned in this. The special effects for Shoryukens and Hadokens and fire and everything is great. And the acting is pretty damn solid in this. And if you don't cry at the end of this damn film, ladies and gentlemen, there was a scene... Like, I was crying at the end. It really hit me hard because, spoiler alert, obviously Ken and Ryu do leave their dojo at one point, right? To continue their training out in the world. And Goken sees them off and he's just crying. Goken is such a great character in this. The actor who portrayed him was amazing. And that crying scene at the end was just... Oof, gets the blood going, man. And it's just the proof that I said at the beginning of this video. Fans do it better. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. Go watch it, go buy it, support it. It took 5 years for them to make this, and I think they did a pretty damn good job. Alright guys, well, that's it for this video. I'm kind of going to be doing a lot of these more. This is kind of like episode 1, so thank you for tuning in for top 10. I'm going to also do like top 5s as well. If they're really bigger projects and I only want to keep it to 5, I'll do something like that. But thank you guys, as always, for watching, commenting, talking with me about this, sharing my work. I greatly appreciate it. And let me know down in the comments below what your favorite top 10 live action series are that are based off of video games. Go ahead. Comments are right there. Go. Go, 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 go. So please thumbs up and subscribe because it's free in this day and age. Free's a damn good thing. As always, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm One Big Boss, and I will see you all next time.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. If you can give it a share, that'd help my channel out big time. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter where I'm most active, links down below in the description. Also, if you want to see me stream some video games, follow me on my Twitch channel as well. Many thanks again guys, greatly appreciate it.